This might make for an interesting an attempt at videoing again. I've got to get better at this. I need the other camera really, but the iPhone's just so handy. Just showing you how overgrown my garden's become over the period. So yeah, whoops, can't even shade that properly. Anyway, it's a work in progress and a tidy up, and this is what I've been doing. Just reposition myself a bit, just to clean things up a bit, start to look reasonable again. So these in the foreground are Cape Angel lilies, so New Zealand native, can't remember the Latin names, Arthropodium something or other. I'm sure somebody will correct me on that one. Fern trees, actually, these are the silver ferns. Probably talked about them in another video which I'm about to post. So. I'm just clearing it out, making space. We've got some of the perennials to actually go into some of these areas. I might actually put a few more azaleas just in this corner here. There's one on his own there, sort of there, and then you've got a line of them coming through, so if I can fill that up, and you've got nice little curves and something can go in the middle of it then. Is that attractive? There we go. This is why I like the ferns. You get that nice dappled shade coming through, it's quite attractive to look at. If only I was a proper gardener and looked after things, but anyway. Carokia, another native, a bit like Cotoneaster, has berries and all that kind of stuff. And it's an attractive plant, it gets various different forms. Mexican orange blossom, which thinking about pulling out actually, it's getting quite invasive there. This is kind of where I'm working at the moment. Another Carokia to the left, don't know what that is, but it grows so rampantly. I've cut him back, I'm going to take him off to ground level. Poor old rose. It's a San Macready rose, for God's sake, and I'm not looking after him. It's one of the best looking roses, beautiful dark red flowers on it. Never mind. We do have this wall, this is why it's a bit of a sound shell with all the cicadas, is we've got a wall of native bush. So I'm constantly fighting the native bush back. As you can see, it goes into quite tall trees that overhang. But yeah, so we keep going. That's a native plant there. I think he's in the wrong place. But anyway, it's Ornamental Garden. There we go, impressed, I would be. You can still hear it. But anyway, Ornamental Garden was one of the very rare plants at one time. I think we only found one or something like that somewhere like Three Kings Island, and now you can buy it in the garden centres. So. Fortunately, the Hebes are growing faster than he is. So anyway, they're coming out. That's going to be going into the chicken run, and they can have a bit of cropping, and they can live in there, create a bit of a jungle for the chicken run. And that thing to the left of the grapevine, I forgot the name of that one. Comicalia. Comicalia is a fern, native fern. Comicalia odorata. And it's nicely scented. I'll just work through this jungle. Very nicely scented, but again, just grows so much. And you get like little hibiscus and things that are just overgrown. This might look like it's dying, but it's autumn and it's deciduous, so it just keeps going. And now we're into where that's a big tree. Funny enough, when I first came here, that area where that old chair is, that used to be a barbecue area. About 15 years ago, we used to have barbecues and everything here. And now this tree's just taken over. It's a native, it's Totara. And ooh, I can't remember the Latin name for totara, but there we go. Totara. Nice big tree. Very attractive. Birds love it to hide in. It's got a very warm, when the sun shines on it, the outside gets really warm. So stick insects and butterflies and the insects just come on the outside of it. And wasps and things like that. But I love the tree. It's just not in the right place now, so what do I do? And then one of the thugs, not too sure where the other two thugs, there we go, can you see them? They're just a damn nuisance, but anyway they've escaped out of the chicken run, so we can have a little run around. We quite often let them out, and they're more pets than anything, believe me. And then this is supposed to be, eventually will become the rose garden. We've put some in, flowering quite nicely. Take a shot of that. Yeah. And of course, can't have gardens when you've got chucks wading through them all the time. So all this is going to be weeded. I've got statice and dandelion and cabbage whites and whatever those are called. It'll come back to me in a minute. And fruit tree. Don't remember that either. Oh dear, bad morning for me, isn't it? But anyway, it's like a cranberry, but it's not. It's a small guava sort of thing, but they grow like cranberries. And the fruit's a bit pithy. It's got lots of flavour though, so you cook it into a sauce, put it into jams and things. Very nice. There you go. The plum tree in the skyline. Damson tree. It's never flowered. I had one damson and something stole it from me. So whether it was a possum or whether those silver eyes have been in there, I don't know. The cicadas are getting less, thankfully. I'm gonna whoa, off he goes. He's got a mate up there as well. I can just see them there. Not good enough to see. Anyway, they're so noisy. Buddleia just gone wild. So I've taken some cuttings so I can just replant him somewhere. Not too sure it's a better flower. That's a nice shot. I'll find some other spots for him, but the bees and the butterflies just love it, so it's really hard then to cut it down. Oh well. And then just a lot of everything really. Dahlias are doing well. I'm actually tripping over pots as I'm doing this. I'm going to plant all these up. It's just such a mess. Getting frustrated as I talk. But you get these beautiful plants growing, and then we just let things sort of just get away with us. But anyway, we're working on it. We'll get it right again, and then it'll get away from us again, as it does. There's this little sort of round border. No lawns, can't be doing the lawns. Unfortunately, it doesn't get the light that you want here, because the house is in the way, the hill's in the way, because I'm on the hill. There you go. Anyway, this is a big totara tree. So it's kind of attractive, but it's, don't know. I think we could do better actually. We might have to rethink what we're doing on this piece. But there you go, that's the ornamental.